We have two new survivors getting added to Forsaken in the next update, these being Matt Dusek and Taph. First up, let's talk about Matt Dusek. Matt Dusek is going to be a support survivor, meaning your main goal will be to try and protect the other survivors. Let's get into some of Matt Dusek's abilities. Hover mouse over a survivor to make Dussekar cast a force field over them using their staff. Only works if within a certain radius, and effect will only continue to work for as long as your mouse remains close to the player. Mobile players just have to keep the player in their FOV. Shield gives resistance 4 to the protected survivors for as long as the ability is affected. Resistant level decreases for every Dussekar that's currently using this ability, with all shields being broken upon the resistance level equaling 0. If the shields all break, then I'd inflict a debuff on all who were shielding during this period. Dussekar is completely immobile and has weakness free while ability is being used. Dussekar gets slowness 1 for at least 8 seconds that ticks down while the ability is in use. So if they use the ability for 3 seconds and then have it cancelled, then they'd have slowness 1 for 5 seconds. Ability is cancelled if Dussekar is hit during the state, if 10 seconds pass, or if Dussekar stops hovering over their protected player. Now, after hearing all that, Dussekar seems like such a cool mechanic, but at the same time, I feel like this one might be really weak if all his purpose is to protect the other survivors. He doesn't really have any good defenses for himself, and he's probably going to be one of those survivors that have to get targeted. Right now, currently, it feels like Elliotts get targeted because they have a healing ability, but of course, Elliotts can still defend themselves with their rush hour. So I really do hope they do something about Matt Dussekar, because if they don't, the survivor might be pretty hard to deal with. But overall, the design is really cool. I love his staff. I love the pumpkin. I'm so excited. And the skins I already know the skins are going to be so cool. Next killer is Taph. This is going to be a trapper survivor. Pretty much what that means is simply he can put down traps that will stun the killers. And in this case, Taph currently has 2 traps. One being the subspace trip mine, which when he throws it down, the subspace trip mine goes invisible, and if the killer steps on it, he will be stunned. And the other one, more noticeable, is a bear trap. You might have actually seen the skin in the game before. This one is actually, I'm pretty sure, a tester exclusive currently, but of course will be added to our game soon enough. These 2 skins fit perfectly. They look blocky like all the other survivors, and they fit the old Roblox theme. I'm so happy they're somehow introducing the subspace trip mine as well. That's gonna be fun. And for anyone wondering when this update will be dropping, the devs have stated they want to release this update in January, but that might get pushed into early February. I will definitely be making a ton of videos on both of these survivors, and I'll see you all once these guys get released. Goodbye.